Chief State Attorney for prosecution. Senior Counsel Muizi appears for A5. On private brief. Counsel William Sima Geoffrey appears for A1, A2, and A4 on state brief. And Counsel Nicholas A2 and A4. A2, A3. Yes. Yeah. Something we are going to correct around there on the indictment. Exactly. And A4. Okay, my lord. Yes, sir. Then Nicholas Senkumbi appears for A4.
Your Honor, it's Senkumbi. Me. There's no B around. Correct.
Representing A6, that is the late and Honorable Muhammed Ssegirinya, who unfortunately passed away. May Allah rest his soul in eternal peace. I pray that Counsel Muizi briefs court in that respect before we proceed.
I'm obliged, my lord. The position on the 9th date of January. 9th January 2025. Our client, now the late Muhammed Ssegirinya, passed on and was buried on the 11th day. That would discharge our instructions, terminate our instructions, especially Alaka and company advocates. Main instructions were A6, but we had joint instructions. No, we had joint instructions. A5 and A6, but the main instruction for Alaka and company was with A6. Our colleagues from the Kwago and company advocates, we had joint instructions with our colleagues from the Kwago and company advocates. What remains, the instructions in A5, the one of color. So I have also a brief to put to my colleagues in record. I'm also holding a brief for Counsel Pizesto. Yes.
Alaka and company advocates were representing
patients that this court had with us at all times when our client was ill. Let the world know on record that we often in times prayed for the deceased Muhammed Ssegirinya before commencement of the proceedings. And I think we don't take that for granted. And we appreciate, in the circumstances, the state needs to guide us on how to proceed, because they are no longer supposed to be right. of this proceeding in that respect. It is very clear that the deceased Honorable Ssegirinya, all the particulars was in all respects to accused person with A5. And we believe we cannot proceed with the indictment in the shape, in its current shape. So we need to be advised not to proceed the instructions of A5. But as indicated, I had a brief even this morning. And my colleagues will know everything which I have considered. They are here through email and brief. They are here on brief. So they are here to set that
My Lord, Counsel, having confirmed the as state, as prosecution, as also the DPP, we also condole with the family and friends and the people of Kawempe North constituency, and those of our Honorable Muhammed Ssegirinya, and we pray that his soul rests in eternal peace, and we shall miss him. My Lord, in respect to how we shall proceed, we need the prosecution intends to make some amendments in the indictment to reflect the current state of affairs. Because all cases against Honorable Ssegirinya are bet automatically. So we want to make some amendments to the current state of affairs, and that requires some time. These are upon that background, my Lord, that we seek an adjournment. We so pray.
Your Honor, I wouldn't have any objection, save that I would strongly request this honorable court that is given a short time, and compelled to abide by court's instructions, because Your Honor, this honorable court is aware that there are other co-accused persons who have been in remand and who have also equally lost loved ones while in cells. So this court should compel him to carry out the amendments so that this honorable court hears a matter for justice to prevail. That's my humble prayer.
It is sad that we lost Honorable Muhammed Ssegirinya, and as I have already observed, people's condolences to his family and friends, including his legal counsel and the entire nation. Upon his death, all charges against him appear like it. And as the prosecution has revealed, they have to reappraise their evidence and reorganize the case and amend the indictment accordingly. We have requested for time to do that, and I will give them the time, bearing in mind the fact that there are other persons who have been in remand since then, and as has been observed by counsel for 8-4. I will give him, before I give prosecution, a short period of time of 2 weeks. 2 weeks, which And today, 2 weeks goes up to the 1st of April. So Mr. Ssegirinya, you directed to file your amended indictment and any other disclosures that you may not have filed, including the index, not later than the 1st of April 2025. Not later than the 1st of April 2025. The matter shall then come up for pre-trial conferencing, that's the mapping of the exhibits and the trial hearing leading to the charges on 2 days. I'm giving this matter 2 days because we have to conclude the 7th and the 8th, 7th and 8th of April 2025 at 9:30 a.m. Bail for A5 is extended till the 7th. And the rest of the accused persons are further remanded to see hearing.
The last time we appeared before this court, the matter was adjourned to today for further hearing of the matter. But unfortunately, the next time we've appeared, we have since lost our client, the Honorable Muhammed Ssegirinya. And it follows that as counsel we are to report to give a report of the new developments, because upon demise of our client, the matter cannot continue with his name. It abates. So that report we came with today, unfortunately, the state was asking us for a death certificate as the proof of death. We were very clear, the Honorable Ssegirinya had an official burial, and that even the Electoral Commission actually did not ask for death certificate before they went ahead to organize another election. So court took judicial notice of that, even in the absence of the death certificate on record, and confirmed that the Honorable Ssegirinya can no longer be part of these proceedings, and he has accordingly been struck off the list of the accused persons. The case has been terminated as against him. What remains is for the state to go and reorganize its file, amend its charges, an indictment to remain the other co-accused persons, to see how we proceed with this matter. That includes on whether they actually still have a case upon discharging the Honorable Ssegirinya of this case, or if they believe they have no matters to proceed with. This we shall know by the first date of April. And if they maintain the indictment with all the accused persons alive, then on the 8th we may have to proceed with the hearing of this matter. 7th and 8th of April we may proceed with the hearing of this matter.
Legally, what do you think when the one
as against that person? Of course, you can't continue with a dead person, but it continues with the co-accused persons. But the implication is very key, especially in matters where there is a bit of conspiracy being talked about. The particulars of the offense in respect to the Honorable Ssegirinya and Honorable Ssegirinya were like conjoined twins. They were like twins, the particulars, that they jointly were at a given place and did so and so together. So it becomes very complicated now that the Honorable Ssegirinya is no longer with us. I want to see how they will continue with his name in court. Because if you want to continue saying that Honorable Ssegirinya should continue in these proceedings, you may not fail to make mention of the Honorable Ssegirinya, whose name should not appear anywhere again in this matter. So we are yet to see if the state will again continue bringing fabrications like we've already stated. We don't want them to continue the fabrications on the name of the Honorable Ssegirinya, who is since deceased. I think he should rest in peace. But if they continue with the other Honorable Ssegirinya, then he will not rest in peace, because they will continue mentioning his name, which is not supposed to be the case. You cannot sever in as far as the particulars are concerned, having stated in the parent case that they used to sit together and plan or and finance or do whatever that they are alleging. I want to see how they remain with the Honorable Ssegirinya in this court. We are yet to see, but I will not be surprised. They have done a lot of things that surprise us. It will not be the first time, so we are ready. We are ready. Disclosures were since concluded the Honorable Ssegirinya died without any evidence against him. He was meant to come here, we were meant to come here, but even upon closure of the matter and disclosures, there was no evidence whatsoever. The only piece of evidence that they have been clinging on is statements from co-accused persons who have been consistent. They have even now made applications. They are consistent. They have never been financed or instructed by the Honorable Ssegirinya. Honorable, I want to see if we want to continue even in his death to claim that the co-accused persons, the Selwadamites and others, are the ones who are going to be witnesses against the dead person. Because if they are to provide any evidence in this matter, in the style of the disclosures that were made, because now look here, if you amend the indictment, it means you are going to amend. Are you going to amend the evidence? Because we looked at the statements which they brought in disclosures, even the witnesses, purported witnesses, were mentioning 2 names. So now we are going to amend the indictment. Does the state have the chance of amending the evidence? That, I think that will not be possible. And that shows that we do not think they have a good case. It is dead. It was dead on arrival. It is dead now, and the case will be dead even tomorrow. That's why it was court in Abuza, z'omwezi 17. Welutuukidde nga munnaffe the Honorable Muhammed Ssegirinya ng'atufuddeko nga kitegeeza nti tetukyasobola genda mu maaso na musango ku mugenzi. Kitusanyudde kooti era tugyebazizza kuba buli tubadde tugenda okutandika mulamuzi ono tumwebaze abadde asooka tuwa ssaala ng'asabira omulwadde era tukakasa essaala ezo yagenze nazo era awumule mirembe. Kooti esaasidde eggwanga nesaasira n'abantu ba Kawempe North olw'okufiirwako omubaka, naye erina okugenda maaso n'omusango guno era eragidde omuwaabi wa gavumenti nti bino byabadde atubuuza empapula eziraga nti oli yafa death certificate nti ebirina amakulu kuba tugibuulidde nti toyinza kusaba death certificate nga mwagenze maaso mwenyini aba state organizing okulonda ekitegeeza mukimanyi Honorable Ssegirinya mufu. Kooti nekkiriziganya naffe nekola kye bayita taking a judicial notice era nekakasa nti Honorable Muhammed Ssegirinya takyali omu ku abo abavunaanibwa. Naye mu ngeri eyo gavumenti oba omuwaabi gwa gavumenti erina okugenda n'atereeza mu mpaaba ng'aggyeeko omugenzi basalewo oba asigaza omusango ku balala oba nedda. Naye nga bwe twabagamba kirabika omusango gugenda kufa nagwo kubanga gwali mufu nga baguleeta ne wano tulaba mufu kubanga bw'oba ogambye nti nno Honorable Ssegirinya aggyibwe ku musango guno naye ng'olaba ensonga za Honorable Ssegirinya ne Honorable Ssewanyana zaalinga za balongo nti baatula wamu ne bateesa wamu okubaako bye bakola nga babikolera wamu. Kati bw'ojjako Honorable Ssegirinya kiba kizibu okusigaza awamu ng'ate omutaliimu. N'ekirala gavumenti bagigamba dda omuwaabi wa gavumenti aleeta obujulizi bwagenda okukola ki okwesigamako. Obujulizi bwokka bwe yaleeta okwesigamako bwabwe bagamba nti bavunaanibwa nabo abadde mu kaguli olwaleero, naye nga n'obujulizi obwo nabo bwalimu ebyo nti abana abantu babiri wankubadde babwegaana obujulizi abajulizi bwogerako. Naye era bw'otunula ebigambo kitegeeza nti nabo bagenda bakola amendment ennongoosereza mu bujulizi bwe baali bawadde tetulina tukiraba mu mateeka. So tukakasa kyandibadde kyamakulu era kyamazima obutabonyabonya basigadde nga abavunaanibwa nga bwe babonyabonya Ssegirinya paka emisango muwerekera mu ntaana. Bandibadde emisango gino ekifaanana bwe giti bagijjawo kubanga tulaba bwe tunalaba olunaku lulala nga kikyayimiridde omu afudde amunna asigaddewo. So tukubiriza gavumenti oba omuwaabi wa gavumenti nti baswaleko ku kino bamuleke Honorable Ssegirinya awumule mirembe kuba erinnya toyinza lijja mu kooti eno ng'okyaliseemu Honorable Ssewanyana tayinza kuwumula mirembe kuba buli kaseera ojja kuba olijuliza mu bulamu olijuliza ne mu bufu. Ndowooza ku luno bandibadde basonyiwalamukko emisango bino ne babikola ki ne babijjayo. Kooti etuwadde paka nga lumu ogwokuna gavumenti okusalawo oba egenda mu maaso n'emisango gino oba eteekamu ennongoosereza mu misango gino ate olwo tukomewo ennaku z'omwezi nga 7 ogwokuna nenga 8 okuna okulaba nti ogenda maaso n'empoza omusango guno gwagulirwa kwabo basigadde nga bakyali kufayina.
okwebaza wamu neggwanga olw'okuba nti twagirwako Muhammed Ssegirinya wakati mu mbeera mugamu yafiira kunyigirizibwa mu kkomera bulwadde ne bumweyongera n'afa okunyolwa wamu neggwanga. Naye ate nyongera okwebaza baloya baffe abasobodde okutambula naffe olunaku paka leero wetuukidde wano ku misango gino egyatugyeteekwako. Bingi bigenda maaso n'okubeera nga bitegeerekeka mpolampola naddala bannayuganda, n'okwebaza bannayuganda mwenna abasobodde okuyimirira naffe paka olunaku olwaleero olw'ensonga eno tugende maaso n'okutabiikirizibwamu ebyobufuzi nga ffenna bwe tubiraba. Bwe tuli tujja kugenda mu maaso nga bwe tuweereddwa amagezi baloya baffe naye abalamuzi n'abalala bangi okulaba nti tusobola okukakasa ensinga okukoza omusango guno ffe gwe tumanyi nti tetulina, era ne muganda wange yafudde amanyi nti ogwo omusango guyaguzza era abadde alangibwa weemage nga nange kyemeera maaso n'okukola bamuvunaana ebintu ebitategeerekeka. Era neewunyiza nnyo juzi olwabadde Kawempe aba NRM ate nga batendereza Muhammed Ssegirinya ne batuuka n'okukozesa mukyala we campaign ne bakolesa n'abaana be campaign ne bagamba n'okubaweerera. Kale simanyi ngeri kyate omutemu emweyamanga gavumenti okuweerera n'abaana be oluvannyuma lw'omutemu oyo okuvaawo nga bwe baali bawayiriza Muhammed Ssegirinya. So bingi bikyagenda mu maaso n'okuvaayo nga twongere okusaba essaala. First of all, the public for being with us in all these situations from prisons up to now. And secondly, I would like also to thank my lawyers for being there with us until up to this day. When my co-accused, the Honorable Ssegirinya, is not around, is now a dead person, the state still insists on this case. But of course, for us, we know as people who are in this case that there is no evidence against us, and we have never participated in anything to do with the murdering of people in the Greater Massacre. And that is what Honorable Ssegirinya died knowing. He was a person of good morals, as evidenced by the government itself after his death. He was praised by Parliament, he was praised by government, and even during the by-elections of Kawempe North, we saw even other government officials at a rally praising the Honorable Ssegirinya, even to an extent of supporting his family after death. So we think that they know what they are doing, they know what they have done. In the best way possible is to at least try and save face of government and block these cases, not to be further harmed. Thank you.
On that one, there is a very clear contradiction. In court, you are accusing someone of being a murderer. When he was laying in state, the state gave the Honorable Ssegirinya an official burial. So is the state telling us that they can give a murderer an official burial? You had the communication from government when he was laid before Parliament. It was clear that the Honorable Ssegirinya was an exceptional leader. So there is a contradiction here. In Parliament, he was exceptional. Then we come to court, they are saying he's a murderer. So there is a contradiction here. We do not believe that the state actually believes that it can sustain, that it has a case against the Honorable Ssegirinya before this court. That contradiction alone, I believe, will be the background against which the state should withdraw the charges fully. Nti tuli mu kooti bakyalemezaawo ebigambo ebigamba nti Honorable Ssegirinya ali mutemu, nti yali wa bijambiya. Gavumenti y'emu twagiraba nga tutte omugenzi mu Parliament, ebigambo ebyamwogererwa nga gavumenti yebyogera ng'egamba tebannalaba mukulembeze aweereza abantu baabwe mu byobulamu ne mu nsonga endala nga ne Honorable Ssegirinya, era nemuwa gye bayita official burial, okuziika okw'ekitiibwa omuntu ow'ekitiibwa. Kaakati ebyo ebintu ebiri tebigatta. Gavumenti ng'egamba nti omuntu yali wavunaanyizibwa, yali wanjawulo, yali muweereza eri eggwanga lino omulungi, era nti gavumenti esubiddwa nnyo
era egenda kusalirwa nnyo Honorable Ssegirinya. Kati ate yemu nejja nesigala mu kooti ng'egamba nti Honorable Ssegirinya ali mutemu, yali wa bijambiya, era ebintu ebibiri tebigatta nga biva mu kamwa ke kamu. Nsuubirwa nti mu ngeri eyo gavumenti yandibadde bino ebijweteke, ekyo kiraga nti byali bijweteke. Bino byajweteka ku Honorable Ssegirinya beyamuggyako mu kufa, yandigenze mu maaso ng'etuukiriza ebyo yayogera ng'ejjayo ebisango bino eby'ebijambiya mu kooti, kuba gavumenti yemu yeri mu kooti, gavumenti yemu yali mu palamenti. Gavumenti yamutendereza mu palamenti, ate gavumenti yekyagamba nti emisango egy'ebijambiya kuye gikyali wano. Ne mu campaign babadde clear, twalabye official statement ez'ekibiina ekiri mu buyinza nga ziwaana Ssegirinya ne byakolera eggwanga lino. Ekole ekintu kyekimu, kuba bino babyogera ku katuuti okwali pulezidenti w'eggwanga lino nga bawaana Ssegirinya byakola ne famire ye ne bakiteeka mu maaso ge. Tulowooza bwebanga ekkiririza mu ekyo kyeyayogera ku Ssegirinya, ekifolowinge n'okugyayo emisango gino kuba kiswaza. Toyinza kubanga muntu y'omu, gavumenti y'emu yogera kino ng'eri mu palamenti etuuka mu kooti ng'eyogera kyaki. Twakinsuubira nga luwe lunaatuukira gavumenti ejja kuteeka mu nkola ebirungi byeyogera ku Honorable Ssegirinya ng'ejjayo ebisango bino. Kuba tosobola kuleka misango ku Honorable Ssewanyana ng'ogamba byonna babikola mu nga balongo, ate nga Honorable Ssegirinya takyali mu kooti.